One. One, two. Right. Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. What an audience. Hey. Oh, thank you. Give us some applause. It's great. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to bring the band, the Shamrock Experience, to you all tonight. And if you're local or travelled far, you're very, very, very welcome here at Emmanuel Church, and please do feel at home while you're here. Just again, repeating, if you need to use facilities during the concert, please do. They're just through here, and the ladies and gents across. If you obviously need to leave the building in emergency, obviously the exit at the back, and there's an exit down here as well, if we do need to leave in any respect. There is an interval halfway through, so I'll announce that as we get to the interval, and I'm going to just give you a little bit of a taster about what this concert's about, what's been going on this year with the concerts that I've been running, and it's not the end of these events. These are just a sort of a driven inside of me going, this is really important to me, and I'm taking you all on a bit of a journey with this particular concert. So this concert particularly significant to me very personally, but I am now in a place where I can share that as we go through tonight's concert. In a moment I'm going to introduce the musicians who have kindly given their time from work and all the rest of it for tonight's performance. There's a raffle, so if you've got your tickets, Marie-Louise from Mind, Hull and East Yorkshire is here tonight. So any money that is going for tonight, there's no obligation to give any money at all. I'm here to bless you and just give you some music. But if you'd like to give, there is a bucket going straight to Mind, and it's at the back as you leave this evening. They were just telling me before the concert that they'd gone to the football stadium in Hull, mentioning this concert, the story, mentioning what's going on, and they weren't expecting anything. But then, as they left, the management have given 5 free football tickets to go and see a football game of Hull, and you could win one of them tonight. And that's good, that's good. That's good. Okay. If you want to get out your seat a little bit or want to tap your feet, this whole concert is it's upbeat. I'm going to talk about Shamrock, where we've come from to now. It's a band that's 18 years old, roughly around now, started in 2007. And as I go through the evening, more information will come of it. And my job tonight is to provide hope. So in all that I'm doing musically, all that I'm doing with the tunes, all that I'm doing through all that is conveying a message. And if I've done that little bit with any of the music tonight and you're leaving with that sense of hope, then I'm doing my job. That's what I'm trying to do. Right, so without further ado, I'm going to introduce these players by name and individual. That's okay to introduce them because they've been on this journey. So the first person I'd like to introduce is Andy Hayes, who is a fantastic drummer from Beverley. So here he is. And in this band, the engine of this band, I call it the engine of this band, the person who has just been up my side since day one at the Coachman pub in 2007, 31st of August, we did this little charity event, and again, I'm not going too far into the story, but at that point, and ever since, this was out of his comfort zone, and he has stood by me all the way through this journey so far, and he's an absolute pleasure to work for and to work with and to just enjoy music with. And he's an amazing person around Bridlington and all that he does. But anyway, big warm welcome to Mr. Paul Cheeseman. Here he is. So let's get on with some music. So the first thing is there might be some audience participation. So I'm going now switching into evening event somewhere, and I might just start talking to clap or copy me or something like that. There might be some teamwork going on between the players on this side and this side. You know, it's all in jest, all having fun. This first tune, actually, I'm going to play for you is a tune I wrote for my little girl. I've got 2 daughters, and she's 9. Her name is Miriam, and this is called Miriam's Eyes. So here it is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right, so this next tune, okay, this will need a little of your help in this tune, okay? So this first of our polkas. So years and years ago, in 2001 to 2004, I was in Leeds, and I was in an Irish band, and we used to play in the pubs around Leeds, and up in Edinburgh as well, in Glasgow and all down there. And when we were in these bars, a lot of call and response. So the band would play, and then people would clap, and we'd do that sort of thing. So we're going to try that a little bit in this next tune. But this tune has got a special dedication because there's somebody in here who has just started to learn the violin. Ooh, that's a ooh. So put your hand in the air if you've just started to learn the violin. And she's just over there, Amelia with her mum. So, and I know Mum and Amelia and family very, very well, and thank you for coming. But this next tune, Amelia, is for you, dedicated to you, okay? Because you're started the violin. So this is a little polka, and actually, funnily enough, it's in the key of A. So there we go, A, Amelia, there we go, it all fits. So here we go. It's not, honestly, it literally is. It's gone, oh, it's an A. Right, so here we go. And watch out for clapping. Watch out. Here we go. Great. Okay. So this side. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. They've done music lessons this side. Now then, shall we do back row? Shall we do back row? Oh, we've got cheers down here. Right, back row. If you're at the back. Even sound team, Barbara. That was good, that. If you're in the middle, I'm not gonna count it out. Approximate somewhere in the middle. Are you ready? 1. If you're under 40. Barbara Williams. I think a few of you are telling a few little porkies. Front row. Perfect. We're booking you lot for gigs in the future, you lot. Right. Everybody else. That's good. That's good. Choir practice next week. Hey, that was good. So feel free to clap, honestly. Feel free to clap along to anything we're doing tonight. Right, so this next tune. As a kid, some of you might remember there was an event on the headland in about the late 90s, and a band came from Cork. You might not, I can't remember the band name now, but anyway, they came to an event in a big tent on the headland. And this is where I first, I think, got the idea of folk and started the journey of folk playing. So at that time, there was a Michael Flatley on the telly, and doing an amazing production of Riverdance. So this is one of their tunes called Lord the Dancer, and Breakout. So it's called Breakout. This one we're going to do, Breakout. Here it is. Hello. Is the volume okay for everybody? Is it okay? Yes, great. Okay, right, okay. Where do we go from here? Well, got lots of tunes still to go. We're going to go to the 1990s now. So the 1990s had a lot of songs in it that had lots of electrical strings in it. Everything we're doing, both me and Paul, are live. There is nothing going on that is backing track. And he's got effects on his, and I've got effects on mine. We're still learning how to use them all. It's fantastic. It's great. We don't always know what we're doing, but it's great. So we're having a great time, aren't we? Learning these effects. Anyway, here we go. So this is a load of dance music now. So this is a load of dance music now. And see what you think. Here it is. So changing from this to this. Good. So thank you. So throughout this concert, towards the second half, there'll be much more about the cause of why I'm doing these concerts and the journey I've been on since Good Friday and what's following from here. There's been some incredible conversations. There's been incredible opportunities to meet people in Bridlington, the wider community, who I never would have met. Through music, so it's been a fantastic, and I'll be sharing about the next concert as we go through the concert tonight. So the start, chapter 1, let's do that very briefly. Shamrock started in 31st of August 2007 at the Coachman pub here, and those that don't know who I am and who Paul and Andy, but for me particularly, was that I was actually back in Bridlington in that time in 2007. Unexpectedly from Leeds and living at home for a while in 2004 and 5, getting a job and continuing the master's degree at the time, and then establishing life here and the journey that unfolded. And as I just jump ahead, I formed and met Paul, a local church, and I just said to him, tapped him on the shoulder, said, would you like to join an Irish band? And bear in mind, he's been in bands like glam rock and rock bands and tribute bands, and he went, yeah, all right. And from there, we started, and that was it. And the band started, and we journeyed through that time, and we moved on into gigs, and we started doing events around the time. And over the years, we actually have 3 drummers in Shamrock, and at the moment we have 3. And we went all over the place. We went all over doing different events. And over the years, from BBC Country File in 2019, we did Celebs on the Farm, Channel 5, over in Scarborough, and many, many weddings and many, many parties. And when people book us to do that, it's not taken for granted. It is an absolute pleasure to do anybody's party or wedding, particularly in their special day. So we do barn dances. That's what I normally would do now. I'll be calling dances circle dances, and we'll be doing lots of different things like that. So we're not doing that tonight with Chet. I mean, we may well run a Cayley in Bridlington. You never know. But barn dancing, if you don't know what you're doing, it's hilarious, and it's, from my point of view, it's even more hilarious because people don't know what they're doing, and they start with one partner at the start of the dance, and they end with another partner at the end of the dance. So it's all good fun. All good fun. So we do barn dances, but this next tune again is a little bit of a hornpipe, and in the parties we do this hornpipe where it gets faster and faster and faster. But again, we need your help. So there's a few claps in this one. So you just need to clap in the gap. Clap in the gap. Here we go. And again. I've got to keep on time because otherwise we'll be going to be like midnight. So, oh good, 10 minutes. So interval in 10, that's your 10-minute interval warning, but I will mention it in a minute. Okay, here we go then. So, so this next, okay, so there's a really good friend of mine years and years ago who was at university. And at that time, we was in the same orchestra and things, and she played the violin. Her name was Emily, and we played the violin up in Leeds. And when I fell ill, which I'm going to talk about later, cut it back, I'm going to talk about it later, but get the end. But when I was really poorly in 2004, Emily came through from Leeds and she said, "Ben, let's get you back on that violin." And I remember playing these third tunes. I hadn't played the violin for about a few weeks, only a few weeks before, and started the journey of learning how to really play, because I had to learn how to go back into shops and learn how to do coffees and learn how to talk to people. Had to really learn how to live with my folks and all these big things. So I'm just sort of dropping little things into the program as we go through. But anyway, Emily came through and we started this tune, and this tune is called Catharsis. It's written from Glasgow, I think. It's Lomond area. It's a beautiful tune. It's a great tune to play. It's a good reel. So anyway, this is dedicated to Emily, who might not be watching, but was at the time when I wasn't very well, and she got me back on the violin these years ago. So this tune is for Emily. So here it is. This is called Catharsis. Here it is. Okay, right. Back to some clapping, everybody. Back to some clapping. So this next tune is a great tune. I'm going to dedicate to another friend at the time. A man who invested time in the journey of the music before Shamrock. And this tune actually is probably the oldest tune in the band now, in the set list that we do. Polkas that we used to do in a string quartet that I used to go over to Ireland with some good friends. And a church I was playing in Burley and Leeds, a friend of mine called Andy came to see me play the violin actually at the time, and asked me impromptu to join a gig in the middle of Leeds. It was a 9-hour play, long play, but great fun, and he taught me this polka. So this is dedicated to a good friend of mine, Andy Moore. And actually this whole, if you hear me mentioning names, it's partly because I'm journeying this year. So this is quite significant for me, what I'm doing. So this tune is for Andy. Here it is. Okay, I've got a little surprise. Just, Andy, bring it down a little bit. Okay. Amelia, you've started the violin. Would you like to join Shamrock Experience for 2 minutes and play an electric violin? Give Amelia a round of applause. You know this, Amelia. Come on, Amelia, come on up. Okay, Amelia, don't worry, you're not going any system, all right? You hold it like that, okay? Hold it like that, under your arm like that. Turn to your audience, right? And what you're going to do with that thumb, you're going to pluck that string. Can you do that for me with that thumb? That's it, this one. And you keep plucking that until we finish, all right? Amelia is now the 4th member here, honorary. Here we go. Do you know what? It's all about encouragement, you know, it's confidence building. It's really, really good. And just to stand in front of a live audience at your age is a huge thing. Not planned that, so thank you, Mum, as well for that. That's great. So if you learn an instrument, please learn it. Any age, anybody can access an instrument. Please learn. Right, this is our last tune before an interval. I bet you're gasping for a cup of tea. Right, so this last tune, very, very quick tune, and we'll be quite strict with time, if that's okay. So maximum 15 minutes. Is that okay? Is that... tea and coffee is literally through there. Raffle tickets will be drawn, I think I'll leave that with Marie-Louise, at the start of the second half. And the second half has loads more tunes, but also the journey. And I'm going to go into that now. And here is the story of Shamrock in more detail. So, last tune and then interval. Is that okay? Are you enjoying? It's never taken for granted at all. We say this at gigs. And we never take live music for granted. Having an audience and seeing live music, whatever band, whatever, it's really appreciated, so thank you. Right, here we go. So this tune is going to be played twice. Okay, so this tune is going to be played twice. This is a tune written in 2006, sat at my folks' house, just coming through, it's hard to explain it, but coming through the season, which was going back into my main work, and met there's two psychologists that I'd like to bring into this concert, which was a man called Paul Blackburn and Nick Hutchinson, and they were two individuals, psychologists, and Paul was instrumental in this team in Hull with the NHS to do an amazing job, and he did an amazing job with his team, and anyway, so I wrote this tune, which when I started to write it, I just put it into the band and we did it. But it's over the years, since 2007, it's become a tune that I hand out to people. So this tune is a tune which I play at bars and restaurants and places, and the conversations I've had with individuals, very open conversations, and I'm not there at all to intrude on someone's business or anything like that. I'm just in a very public space, sharing my story, and the conversations I've had this year has been incredible. And some of the people that I've spoken to have really related to the story, but also to this tune. So this tune is the start of, I'm going to play at the end again, but it's called the Shamrock Experience, written in 2007, and it's the head tune for this band, but it's also a tune I hand out to those who need hope. So this tune is for those that need some hope. Here it is. you so much. Just before you leave for coffee, just as I say, you're getting the full picture. I'm dropping seeds in this first half, but there's a reason why I've done this. So at the back right-hand corner, there's a load of pictures in frames and drawings. Please, they're only there just to be on show. It's not selling anything like that. They're just for on show. But as a strategy that I still have to manage is through drawings. So I'll talk a bit more about that. But if you want to look at those drawings, feel free. There's one on the left, which I've tried to put this story into one picture, which I will clarify later, and the rest of them, just have a look at them. Tea, coffee, sailors people we don't know. I'm going to get around the sailors people and enjoy. See you very soon. Thank you very much. One, two. Okay. So, welcome back, everybody. We're just about ready to start. There's just a few more people coming through from the hall area. So I'm just going to give you an update what's going to happen in this half. The music will start in the following few minutes' time. I'm going to invite a lady called Tricia, who is going to talk about the Right Minds and the dementia support group. And there's people here from that group, and it's great to have you here. A very exciting next concert in November. Another concert in November, the 29th, which I'm running with different groups alongside Tricia and other organisations. And that's what this is really exciting, is that the initial concert in Good Friday was me going on a journey, and now it is becoming like a flower, and people are talking, and people in the communities are getting together. And my job as a violinist is, if I can stand in that group and stand in that community and play the violin in that community and do this community and do that, then that's my goal, is to help as many people in Bridlington, but also just having those conversations. And it's great, because when I was 21, there wasn't conversations, and the service that. So this half has a bit of a serious point to it, but before I continue, we're going to have lots of fun, lots of good tunes, lots of smiles and hope when we leave, etc. And I'll give you more details at the end. But before we start, I'm going to actually invite Tricia. Tricia from Dementia. Is that okay? Can I invite you up? Just come up. Give Tricia a round of applause. This is Tricia. And I met Tricia at the last concert, and we had a good meeting about future concert we're going to do. So I'm going to hand over. Is it all right just to share with me what the plan is? Yeah.
Right. Hello, everybody. I wasn't expecting to do this, so just bear with me. Some of my friends and I came to Ben's last concert. When you were doing solo concert, and afterwards I approached Ben and said that I run a dementia peer support group in Bridlington, and like Ben said, some of you are here tonight, so that's fantastic. And with our support group with dementia, a lot of it is, like Ben said, it's about regaining confidence. When you get a diagnosis of cancer or dementia or any mental health, it's so easy to get into a depressive state, and that message of hope is really, really key. With hope, you can achieve so much in your life. You've just got to believe that you can do, as much as you can. So Ben's going to do a concert for us on the 29th of November here, and we're going to do a collaboration. So we're going to get Parkinson's group, the MASH group, lots of different voluntary groups involved to come here, as well as hopefully all of you as well. And it's just spreading that word, no matter what happens in your life, just believe that you can, with hope, you can achieve anything that you want. Don't let anybody tell you, well, you've got this, you can't do anything, because you can. So that's the message for everybody. So just believe that you can do it.
Amazing, that. Amazing. Yeah, it's amazing. So, and that concert will have tunes in there that will be really chosen well. And that, if you know anybody who would just like to have that, please, it's completely relaxed. It's like what we're doing, but the music as well will be really chosen to help all those that are coming to that concert of all ages. So that's that one. Right, now I'd like to introduce, and it's been an absolute pleasure to work, be in contact with the Hull and East Yorkshire Mind charity, and I'd like to introduce Marie-Louise, who's got the raffle as well. Yes. Oh, come on, we've got the raffle. Okay. I'm not wheeling on a car or anything, right? It's not that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Hello everyone, it's been so amazing to see all of you here tonight. You must be the most generous crowd of people I have met in 6 years working at Hull and East Yorkshire Mind. You're amazing. And also the musicians, what can I say? You guys have got it. You've really got it. We're absolutely honoured and delighted that Ben and the Shamrock Experience have chosen our charity to support. We're a local charity. We're not National Mind down in London. We are Hull and East Yorkshire Mind. Every single penny we get stays in Hull and East Yorkshire. You may already know that we've got the homeless hub in Bridlington, where people can go in and have 30-minute counselling sessions. We'll help them with their benefit claims. We'll help them try and get into some housing. We provide 2 meals a day. There's washing machines, showers. There's a food bank, and there's a food bank for dogs, which I think is lovely because I'm a big dog fan myself. But the money actually does help local people. It just doesn't disappear into the ether. And as part of my job as community fundraiser, I see every single day the impact that we have on people's lives. Time and again I hear, I would not be here without Hull and East Yorkshire Mind helping me. Sadly, one of the things I have to do as part of my role is go and see people that have been bereaved by suicide. And I hate that. I absolutely hate it. And if there's one thing I would like to eradicate is people taking their own lives. The impact it has on their family, you can't believe the devastation. But by getting involved with us, they feel that they're giving something back. We get them to come and volunteer. We have bereavement support counselling, all free of charge. But the nice thing I get to do in my job is come to things like this. And we put on a dog show called Pops in the Park a couple of weekends ago, and that was phenomenal. The dogs, pouring rain, I've never seen rain like it. But dog walkers have to go out in the rain, so hey-ho. That was amazingly successful. And then we get people doing 10Ks, 3 peaks, swimming, jumping out of planes. Why? The plane's perfectly fine. With a parachute, I should say. I should clarify that. But, you know, I want us to be inclusive. I couldn't do a 3 peaks climb or a 10K. I've got really bad back. I like to knit, you know, and take my dogs for a walk. So I want people to come in and talk to us, whatever their background, whatever their experience is. We're all individuals. And as my daughter, very kindly, Hannah, who's at the back, who's been selling raffle tickets, said to me, Mum, we are human beings. We are not human doings. So it's important to take time out. It's important to take time out and just be out in nature, connect with other people, which clearly you all do very, very successfully. Keep learning, you know, learn anything. It doesn't have to be, you know, Russian grammar or whatever. Just anything. Keep learning, keep being interested in the world, connect with other people, and giving. And I don't just mean money, I mean your time, your energy, your thoughts. Makes you feel good, givers gain. And you guys have certainly given tonight. I've got a little presentation to make, which might surprise Ben slightly. So Ben's been doing some gigs, unbeknownst to us, behind the scenes, without any glory or praise, which is incredible. And up tonight, up until I arrived here, he'd raised £1,643, which is incredible. But thanks to your generosity, I am delighted to say he is now over £2,000. So we'll get some photographs at the end at that. But in the meantime, I'd like to give him a little surprise, something. Not many people get this. This is like a Blue Peter badge for charity fundraising. I'm going to present him with one of our very rare superstar fundraising medals. I'm afraid this is one I made earlier, and it's only for 1,643. That's rubbish, isn't it?
That's all right. Yeah.
We'll get you an updated one, Ben.
Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you very much. Marie-Louise, thank you so much. Oh, yeah. Okay. Right, raffle time. Let's get our tickets ready. All right. So this first tune we're going to do, is a reel I wrote a few years ago now. And this is it's called Avalanche. It's just a lot of repetition in notes. It's a good tune to play, and written quite a few years back now, but here it is. This is called Avalanche. So what's great, people say to us quite often, why is there no singer with your band? Three-piece, why is there no singer? And when we first started it back in the day, and the band that was in before was actually 5-6-piece band where we did have the acoustic guitars and vocalists. And my job in that band was all the reels and the jigs. And when I came out of that and came back here, this was the bit where we started to look at a little bit more about the tunes and how we play these tunes. And a lot of what we do is improvise. So Paul will often get into a real nice groove in the bass, and I go way up. What's that about? Listening to his bass line, well, that's good. And I go, okay. And then I link into, generally saying what key's that, meaning what the scale is. So, yeah. And then the drummer will have a little idea and he goes off on one. So it's really, really good. And we have this improvisation. So this next tune I'm going to play is another reel, another tune, but we'll have lots of improvisation within it as well. So we're going to jump around a few little keys. So you'll hear me shout some instructions, okay? One means out. So if you're hearing me yelling out, I haven't hurt myself, or ouch, it's out, it means we're ending. If you hear me shouting, change, that means we're changing the tune. Usually this is how it goes. If I'm waving with one hand, I don't know what's going on. If I'm waving with two hands, I have no clue what the bass player is doing. And if I'm if I'm nodding my head completely irrationally to the drummer, we need to abandon ship generally. But we've never been there. We haven't been there yet. Yet. But we'll see. So anyway, we are going to do a tune we have done. So here we go. These are some funk and some dance and some all sorts of stuff. We're going to have a joy. Here it is. There's a new addition to Shamrock, and it's this synthesizer that I've had in the cupboard for a long time, and I thought I'll bring it out and trial it here. So that's the first time I'm playing around with that a little bit with some sounds. Anyway, so this next tune is, again, it's a great tune. This is called More Than Friends, and here it is. This is More Than Friends.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Okay, right. I've got to keep on time because I don't want to be getting too close to... Oh, good. Time's good. Right, so, bit of polkas, I think, again. Bit of polkas, everybody. Clapping along on this one. A match, I know. I'll do the Irish washerwoman. Ooh, I heard an ooh in there. Ooh, in the audience. The Irish washerwoman. So this tune
gets faster. It's a good little tune, this little jig, and gets faster. I think Andy needs a special round of applause on that one, on the drum. So yeah, I spoke about Paul actually. Andy is a fantastic drummer, as we can see. He's a brilliant drummer, and I met Andy in my workplace originally. I work at Driftfield, and we've done a few school shows and things like that, and it's just fantastic having the drums in the back there to support what we're doing. So thanks for all you're doing, and that's great. Right, okay. So last tune before I have a little bit of break and bring in the PowerPoint. There's a little bit of something to presentation towards everybody, which I've been steering towards all this evening. So we're going to do one more tune, and then the band's going to have a little break. I'm going to do five, it's very short, it's 5 minutes. And then we're going to come to a finale of the after the evening for you all. So I'm aiming to finish about 9:30, just after. Is that okay with everybody? Everybody here? Okay. Because normally we can go on till midnight, so I'm just... once we start playing. But this year, I'm really pleased and proud to say that actually including the concerts that have happened here, I also need to mention the fundraising that with the money that was raised that you saw earlier was also coming from donations in Scarborough at the McGinty's at St Thomas's Street, where we do a regular residency there, and generous people that are from all over. We do find out with people that come from all over the place when we do there. So just personal thanks to that. So I've mentioned some people in those dedications. This next tune is a good friend of people in here who will know, and her name was Margaret. And I'm dedicating this tune to Margaret, who sadly passed away last week. So I'm just going to, for Margaret, this is just for you, and it's just a little dedication for her. It's a Celtic hymn, and then I'm going to go into a tune. And that tune, I'm going to dedicate to my lovely wife. Her name is Frances, and our 2 daughters, Miriam and Esther. So that's where we're going. And then from there, and then we're going to have a little break with the band, and I'm going to share something with you all, and then we'll go from there. Right, here we go. This is Here Is Love, if you know the Celtic hymn. Here it is.